everybody, and welcome to Beaver High School, deep in the bowels of the Beaver Valley, where tonight the Highlands Golden Rams visit the Bobcats of Beaver High School. Along with Landon Signorella and the Dean Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik greeting you in this beautiful old school gym, Dean.
Old school indeed, Mike. I asked when they were going to turn the lights on. They said they're already on. My glaucoma's not kicking in. This is just a very, very dark place to shoot at.
It really is, and we got Phil Collins in the background, and we're ready to go here. Well, the Rams come in off of 2 consecutive losses for the second time this year. They haven't lost 3 in a row since 2017, so we're not going to get into that just yet. But is there any concern?
Well, Mike, I think we faced 2 athletic teams in Nazareth Prep and Erie. They were quick, physical. We beat them in a half court, but it's a full court game. They beat us in transition. Here's the big problem we got to address, Mike. 14 turnovers a game. We're getting bumped off the ball, and that leaves a quick transition points for them. I think we have to start to address it right there.
Well, in the game against Erie on Saturday up at Kennedy Christian, Johnny Christ again in foul trouble. I believe he fouled out in that one too, and we got to keep him on the floor.
Yeah, Mike, no doubt about it. Nazareth Prep, he fouled out. Only played half the game. Same situation up in Erie. He's a difference maker. He's the one thing that we haven't seen yet this year. We've only had 1 dunk against us. He's dunked it now 47 times, 7 in the last 2 games. He's got to be on the floor. He's got to touch the ball.
Yeah, these are all important things. And when I said we didn't go to the game, when I saw he only had 9 points, I knew there had to be foul trouble because he doesn't score single digits when he's on the floor, and that was part of that. Well, the Beaver Bobcats are in the playoffs for the first time since 2013. Interestingly, they lost their first 9 before they turned it around. Yeah,
Mike, it's been a up and down year for them, but here's the most important thing. They have 6 wins, but 5 have been in section. That's what got them there. Big upset here. They beat Amherst by 10, and again, when you looked at the schedule, we said, okay, here's a chance to play a playoff team on the road from the Beaver Valley. It's what we wanted heading into the playoffs. We've lost 2 in a row. They've lost 2 in a row. Somebody's come out here tonight with a win, puts them back on track for the playoffs.
Any other thing to think about, too, this is a possible first-round playoff matchup. And, you know, it would be really interesting to play the same team back-to-back games. You wonder how vanilla these coaches are going to go at this.
Well, I don't have that in my plans, and neither does the Post-Gazette. We'll discuss that later.
Right. All right, well, winter is here, so there's no better time to stop into Highlands Tire at Highlands Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 26 consecutive years, and the best place for an oil change for the past 24. Before you make these long trips to follow Highlands around during the regular season, make sure you stop into the family-owned and operated Highlands Tire. More than 2,000 miles this year, we've heard?
Denny Cochran had on his odometer for travel this year for Highlands.
Unbelievable. One of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. You can visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222. In Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. Tip-off is coming up. It's Highlands and the Beaver Bobcats, and it's right after this. Starting lineup, Steen.
And we'll start number 13, Dominic Pacey, 5'8" sophomore, averaging 5.6 points per game. Number 11 is Corey Myers, junior, 6 foot tall, averaging 11.6 per game. Johnny Christ, mentioned him in the pregame, wears number 20, 6'7" junior, averages 15.8 per game. And number 23, Luke Cochran, 6'2" junior, averages 18.9 per game. And our senior, number 1, Seth Cohen, 6'2" senior, averages 5.8 per game.
Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. 40 years and counting. They got you covered.
Senior day here, or senior night if you wish, and they will start 4 seniors for the Beaver Bobcats. And again, for your Beaver Bobcats, they come in tonight 5-7 and making the 4th place in their conference.
Tied with Blackhawk.
Yep, number 21, Beckett Conley, is 6'3" junior. Number 34, 6'3" senior, Brody List. That name's familiar, Mike.
He was the quarterback, so is Seth Cohen.
Quarterback versus quarterback. Another senior, number 4, a 5'9" senior, Noah Brazell. And number 2, a 6'4" senior, number 2, Mike Champ. And Pete Kasich wears number 25. He's a 5'10" senior, so 4 seniors starting here tonight for the Beaver Bobcats. Bobcats.
Remember to beautify and protect. Call Dan Timmons Painting at 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting. They got you covered. The tip-off will be brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized basketball training for third graders all the way up through varsity and beyond. Let's go social media today. On Twitter, at Mason Elite Hoops. I talked to Micah the other night. He had Isaiah at the anchor after our home game Thursday night, and said business is good, so it was good to hear that.
And Isaiah told you what?
Isaiah said that, did you know my dad played at Duquesne?
That's cute. 3 years old now, Mike.
And he's going to be 4 the next time Santa Claus comes, he told me.
How about that?
So Isaiah is very effusive. So we're set to go. Go ahead.
Referees tonight, Jared Masters, Anthony Oviel, and Joshua Crum.
Johnny Christ jumps center against Beckett Conley, and the Rams win the tap. They move left to right, dressed in their traveling brown uniforms. Beaver in the home whites. This is Luke Cochran.
Straight man-to-man to start.
Out to Myers. Remember, both of these teams are in the playoffs. Cochran drives all the way to the hoop, lays it up and in, and the Rams lead 2-0.
That was almost a second thought to him, Mike. He looked to pass.
Well, I guess I'll just,
Yep.
Against pressure here, the Bobcats forecourt. This is Brazel. Nearly lost it backcourt, but
better watch 10 seconds.
Kazis has it, and they finally do get it across. Kicked it back out. Kazis, a very long three off the back iron, but List has the rebound. Myers got a hand on it, but it's saved out there by Brazel.
Nice job pushing off on Johnny Christ that time, Mike. We had a spirited JV game. JV
very much.
Prevailed. Took forever. It's 20 minutes late starting the varsity.
Kazis with a breakdown move. Got it back to Conley. Drives all the way through, and Christ got a piece of it, I think, and Cochran has it.
He altered that shot for sure, Mike.
Right side to Myers, but they close out on him quickly. Now out top to Pacey. Drives into the paint against 3 white shirts. Myers is open. 3 on the way. Back rim no good. Rebound, Christ goes up over everyone to get it. Johnny tried to dump it down in there, and it squirted free right into the hands of Kazis. He's forecourt. Now to Conley. Back outside for Brazel.
Mike, have you opened the iris the whole way?
As best we can. Like you were watching golf last night, weren't you?
It is dark here. I don't care where anybody.
List to 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Cohen. How about that? One quarterback missed a shot. The other quarterback rebounded it.
There you go.
Highlands won that game thanks to 5 Beaver turnovers.
Almost a turnover there, but Highlands retains possession.
As it turns out, that was a big upset.
It sure was. Yep, they went on to make the playoffs.
Here's Pacey. Corner to Cochran. He's going to take a 3. It's on the way. It's off the front rim, and Kazis the rebound. Cochran reached in, nearly stole it, and Myers does. Good double team effort there by the Rams. Cochran back. Rams have numbers. Fires it over to Pacey left side. His 3's on the way off the back rim. Rebound Christ. Back to Myers. He'll let one fly, and that one's around no good. Rams 0 for 5 from out there.
Johnny did return the push off that time, Mike.
Rebound to the Bobcats. Inside the List. Back out to Conley.
Oh, he walked.
And Conley turned it over. Turnover Beaver at 5:37. A low-scoring affair. The Rams lead 2-0.
I looked like they were in a 2-3 zone that time. But Corey was matched up man. So try to identify that next trip down.
Pacey. Around the Cochran screen. Now he pops off of it.
One-on-one. Luke
drives all the way through. Off the window and down it goes.
He'll take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday, Mike.
Rams out to a 4-0 lead.
That was the old-fashioned clear-off, Mike.
When do we want to get into bracketology? After the first quarter?
Sure.
Why don't we do that? See if we're going to take guesses that are going to be wrong, and then, but that's the way that works.
That's the fun part.
It is, trying to come up with it. Now they kick it back outside, and Noah Brazel hits a 3. And it's 4-3. And now the ball's tipped out of bounds by Beaver. Highlands will keep it at 4:56 in a 1-point ball game.
Nice hustle by Meg Champ.
One of those 4 seniors that starts for Greg Sircone in his first season here. He's the former coach of Quigley and Freedom.
And they got him in the playoffs, Mike. He's good friends with our buddy Mark Jula.
Oh, Cochran, boy, it took a peek, it wouldn't go. And the rebound to Connolly. Beaver with the ball with a chance to take the lead here halfway through the first quarter. Connolly just dribbles it in a circle, is going to go all the way to the basket. And an offensive foul as Johnny took the charge.
Offensive foul, number 21, Beckett Connolly.
That's Connolly's first one of the ball game.
I asked him, how do you get Mark Jula to get thrown out in the second quarter? He gave me the answer, I didn't do it.
Well, Mark's capable of getting thrown out all on his own.
By the way, Stosh got a technical the other day. Yeah, up in Erie. The referee, he was commenting about how they were arm-barring us in a position we didn't want to be in. And the referee said, take one more step, you're going to technical. Stosh has big steps.
He does.
He went to retreat.
And the scoreboard just died. Here's Pacey. So, yeah, the officials noticed it, and now we're going to check the score. Everything at the scores table just went dark. Somebody pulled a plug.
Yeah, it looks
I
that
guarantee
way.
it.
AD's over there, Mike. But the point was that
Pat McDaniel, he knew right what to do. He ran right for it, knew exactly what the problem was.
That's
a good little thing if you're driving in for a 2-on-1 layup. Somebody yanked the plug out.
There you go. Inbound to Johnny.
Price spin move in the paint. Nice
and
big man move. Puts it in and draws the foul.
Beaver foul number 3, Charlie Higgins, his first.
Stosh's story was he was pivoting away, and the referee translated that into the extra step he was not to take. We had a 5-point lead, Mike, in that game in the third quarter, and at the time of the technical it was 55-51. It was one of those games where it ended up being 9, but it was never that bad. Johnny missed at the end.
Johnny missed the try to cap the three-point play. Rams lead at 6-3. Bobcats have the ball here. First quarter action. Out top to Brazel. This is Champ left side. Down inside to List. And List is fouled. I think Antoine McDaniel will get it.
Rams foul number 10, Antoine McDaniel, his first, team first. Brody List at the line for the Bobcats.
Brody List will shoot a pair at the 3:56 mark. It's a 6-3 game.
Going to go to Edinburgh, Mike. Assume he's going to play quarterback up there.
First is good. And it's 6-4 Highlands. That's off the back iron. Oh, no, 2 Rams. Luckily, Antoine and Johnny didn't know. They were definitely on different pages together there, but fortunately it bounced into the Highlands waiting arms. They're the Rams forecourt. Pacey in front of the Beaver bench. Out to Myers, top of the circle.
Beaver playing man-to-man. Nice shuffle cut.
Oh, nice dumped out. Oh, they tried 2. But good job by Brazel to step in front and steal it for Beaver.
Luke should have taken that one, Mike. He had...
Kazis for the runner. It's off the back rim. Rebound to the corner, and Myers has it for Highlands. Forecourt to Cochran. Breakdown move, goes all the way in, kicks it back out. The Rams cold from outside. Took 5 threes early and missed them all. Oh, Johnny tried on the rebound. Now he gets another try and puts it in.
Third time's the charm, Mike. One thing I love about Johnny, how quick he jumps, Mike. He jumped 3 times that time in that little span to get that putback.
8-4 Highlands. Kazis right side. Now to Charlie Higgs in the corner. In the lane with a little runner by Brazel. And he's got 5 of the 6. And it's 8-6 Rams.
There's this little duck in, Mike. Wasn't accounted for.
Johnny used up the dribble. He needs some help, and now Cochran comes out to get it. Still man-to-man for Coach Sircone. And a turnover on a travel by Kreis out above the arc at 2:35 left first quarter.
3 turnovers already, Mike. Again,
and that's been a problem.
Well, if you remember the old Cheney and Temple coach.
Yeah. John Cheney.
John Cheney.
Personal friends of John Calipari.
Oh, yeah, they went at it pretty good the one time. But he was always big on turnovers and how many ball possessions.
And what he thought was a good game was how many shots they took, not how many they made.
Exactly. And if you're averaging 14 turnovers a game, that's 14 opportunities you don't have to even shoot.
Right. Mason Swanger into the game for the Rams. And now Charlie Higgs out and Beckett Connolly back in for Greg Sircone. 2:25 left first quarter, 8-6 Highlands. Kazis worked it into Connolly. Goes right to the basket. Missed the shot. The rebound. They score and draw the foul. Well, the Rams are just standing around that time.
And that was definitely a position basket, Mike. Antoine behind him had the foul. When he did, easy call for the referees.
And McDaniel picks up his second. He has both of the Highlands fouls. And he's right to the bench and Cohen back in.
Yep.
So Connolly to the line in an 8-8 game. Chance to give the Bobcats the lead for the first time tonight. And it's no good. Well, they're helping out there anyway. Johnny Christ forecourt. Bad pass. Picked off by Brazel. He nearly carried it out of bounds, but he saves it under the basket.
Just sloppy ball handling, Mike.
Kazis right side. Now they throw it into the paint for Brazel. Spin move on Cochran. Conley right side. Out top the Champ. Took a look at it. Didn't take it. And the Rams get out on him quickly. Champ goes all the way in with a left hand, and he draws the foul.
Corey Myers.
And Myers.
Yep.
Now they're discussing it to see who the foul's on. I think the official under the basket called it on Johnny.
Well, but goaltending too, Mike. Yeah, they're going to count the basket and give him one shot.
It is a good basket. Wow.
Foul call on number 11, Corey Myers, his first, team third.
So that's a double banger, Mike.
I don't know that I saw that.
I did.
13,
Okay.
Yeah, he got it on the way down.
So it's 10-8 Beaver. And after an 8-4 start, the Rams have gone nappy time here. And Beaver
continues to cooperate.
Struggle from the line, and that's helping us out. Swanger out to Pacey, but he gets shut off quickly by Champ. Pacey drives in, needs some help, goes baseline to Cochran. Cochran goes in with a runner, and it's down. Cochran has 6 of the 10 for Highlands, and we're tied again. Kazis all the way through with a left hand, no good. Rebound, Cochran tipped it to Swanger. Rams have numbers. Swanger with an ill-advised pass there. There were 2 Bobcats back there, and Cohen was in no position to try to make the catch.
5th turnover already, Mike.
Kazis got around Swanger all the way to the basket. Johnny blocked it.
He definitely got that one on the way up, Mike.
Rebound to Cohen, and the Rams come forecourt. Swanger travels and turns it over a 104 and a 10-10 tie. Corey Myers back in for the Rams.
6 turnovers. Beaver has 2. Instead of 6 opportunities to shoot, we don't get, Mike.
But more turnovers than baskets right now.
And that's not
that isn't going to cut it.
Nope.
Bobcats into the forecourt and a 10-10 tie.
Clear eye.
Look out, Champ all the way to the basket, and he lays it in. Or Connolly. It's Beckett Conley with his second basket, and it's 12-10 Beaver.
Oh, that's 2 of our own guys, Mike. Wow.
And Champ has the ball. 33 seconds.
Beckett Conley just beat Johnny out the dribble that last time. Try to go again. This time he's trying to isolate Myers.
This is Brazel out top. Posting it to Conley, kicked it back out to Kazis. 8 seconds. They're going to have to start moving toward the hoop here. 5. Kazis with Cochran on him. Kicked it back to the corner to Champ. Lets it go at the buzzer. It's off the front rim, and that's the end of the first quarter with a score. The Beaver Bobcats 12, and the Highlands Golden Rams 10.
Like we said, somebody's going to want to win this game tonight. It's going to help them. We got to win one of these games where it's not a scheduled, section game. We're sleepwalking.
Well, how about this? We're 5 and 6 out of section.
Yeah.
We're not a winning team out of section.
Well, Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, serving the AK Valley for decades. Lucchino's are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. With the ever-changing nature of the industry, it's important you realize that you can now lock down 4% by contacting Lucchino's. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call today at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance Financial put you on the road to financial stability today. That's 4% guaranteed, Mike.
All right, let's talk about the brackets. Let's go with we have first. And First of all, there are going to be 3 buys, and I have in this order, number 1, Newcastle, number 2, Quaker Valley, number 3, Ambridge, which is going to irritate a lot of people, but I think that's how it's going to shake out.
I agree with you on the first 2. I'm giving Uniontown a 17 and 3 to 3 spot.
Right, because the number 4 seed not getting a bye because of 2 teams from this section. That's a 2 by Cochran. It's off the back rim, and the rebound to Beckett Connolly.
Mike, I think this lightning is affecting the shooting, too. We usually don't shoot this.
Well, maybe that's why they're only averaging 48 points a game, which is second worst in 4A.
Yikes.
This is a matchup that you got to like if you're Highlands. The way Highlands can score, you play a team that struggles to score like they do. You ought to be able to win this game. But you also got to show up.
Yeah.
Here's Connolly. Out top, and List took a look at it, but then decided against it. Now Champ right side in front of the Highlands bench. Tries to beat Pacey to the basket, but he stepped on the baseline. It was good defense by Dom that time to shut him down. Highlands ball at 7:13. So anyway, where do you have Highlands then?
I have Highlands 6.
Okay. Highlands is either going to be 6 or 5. I think it's either A or B. I think they're going to be 5, and here's why. Because normally what they'll do is they'll look at the section. The 2 teams tied, Highlands and Knock, and Highlands won the last game, and that's usually the way they lean. All the way in is Cochran with a dribble drive and the lay-in, and the Rams tie it at 12.
But I have Knock because they have a better record, Mike. Overall.
Okay, and they've done. And frankly, if you look at it, since they played, Knox won their games and Highlands hasn't.
Yeah, they're 16 and 5. We're 14 and 7.
And the thing you don't know is Kazis takes a 3 and he drains it. That's a first one for Kazis, second for the Bobcats, and they lead at 15-12.
Oh, looking to call an offensive foul on Johnny.
Yes, they do.
And by Johnny got tangled up with
Kazis.
Brazel, and you can't do that tonight. Walk away, because if
that's right.
Tonight, you don't play first playoff game. And that's not good. Ron McNabb said they played in the last game, and that's one thing that got chippy with them. Knock beat them pretty good up at Knock.
Yeah, 64-36 Knock beat them. There's a 3 missed by Brazel, and the Rams have it. Pacey's going to take it all the way down, and Dom got tripped up, lost it out of bounds. No foul. They're going to give the ball to Highlands, though, in a 3-point Beaver lead. Yeah, that game was close. It was 21-16 at halftime, Beaver trailed, and then Knox just blew them out in the second half. 43-20 in the second half.
So I have Highlands playing South Park 6 against 11, and they would play Uniontown. I have third getting a bye.
All the way is Cochran again, and he lays it in. Now Luke's already into double figures. I have Highlands playing South Park also. That would be a rematch of the game that we had earlier in the year, as some of the newspapers have that. To Bell Vernon, Beaver, travel, turnover. Highlands will get it down 1.
Now, Post-Gazette, they have Newcastle, Quaker Valley, and Ambridge getting the buys. They have Highlands 5th playing Bell Vernon, and they would play the winner of Uniontown Beaver. So either way, we're getting Uniontown second round if we get past the first. I like.
There's the alley-oop to Johnny, but he had to control his body to get it. Cochran's going to take a 16-footer. It's off the front iron. Tip free, and Brazel comes back the other way. Leads it ahead, and what a play by Cochran to strip it and knock it out of bounds. And that's good defense there. 5:33 left first half. It's a 1-point Beaver lead.
Straight man-to-man now, Highlands.
Off the inbound, and they lost it out of bounds.
Yep.
They thought they had a play, and they did, but the pass was low, and Connolly couldn't control it.
Yeah, Johnny got beat, but the bad pass allowed Highlands to get the ball on a turnover. That is the 5th turnover for Beaver.
Both teams charitable here this evening.
Yep.
On senior night at Beaver.
Highlands with a chance to take the lead now.
Around him, man, and Cochran drove in, missed it. Rebound, Cohen on the weak side, no good. Christ tip in. 16-15, Rams back on top. Kazis forecourt. Kicked it over to the corner to Brazel, back out top to Conley. Brazel takes the handoff, drives in, but got shut off. Using his arm. What's the call? At least the travel. Could have been a foul, too. Could have been a foul. The Rams will take it. They get the basketball. Charlie Higgs back in again. And sitting down will be Noah Brazel.
Only 2 Golden Rams on the scoreboard, Mike.
Yeah. Luke and Johnny, the 2 juniors.
Got to get some help here.
I believe they played man-to-man the whole way here.
He looks that way, yep.
Cohen got free, got pounded. There's nothing. Gets it again, tries again. And this time they get the call. So Johnny Christ will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Charlie Higgs has 2.
Number 20, Johnny Christ.
Johnny 56% makes the first. I put them in backwards. I had Johnny at 74% and Luke at 56%. I transposed my numbers. Lane violation. They missed it anyway. They're going to call Myers.
Lane violation against the Rams. Beaver ball.
So that doesn't count as a miss.
Right, 17-15. Highlands leads it. What the Trib High School Network has, they both have Highlands at a 5. One playing Bell Vernon, the other playing South Park. The Rams get the basketball off the miss, and here comes Cochran back the other way.
Kays' long 3-pointer miss. Nice rebound by Cohen.
There was a serious screen by Cohen, and Cochran used it and laid it in. Seth put the body on him, and it's 19-15.
How many have Luke for now?
12. Luke with 12 and Johnny with 7. Is that right? That's 19.
Yep.
That's a 3 out of the corner by Brody List. It's no good. Oh, it came right into the hands of Higgs, and he lays it in.
Charlie Higgs.
Fortunate bounce there, right into Higgs' hands, and he finishes it, and that's 19-17. Highlands by 2. Myers tried the Euro step, got it out to Cochran. Long 3 ball off the rim. And now Cohen with a shoulder block gets called.
Mike Champ just looking up saying he can't do that. That is correct.
No, he can't. That's 1 on Seth. 5 team fouls against Highland. Beavers committed but 3. 3:44 left of the first half. And the Rams leading at 19-17 in a low-scoring affair here in the Beaver gym, which is just a beautiful old gym.
They want it down low, Mike, and they're getting the pace they want.
Here's List. Now to Conley. Pulls Johnny away from the hoop. Rams 2-3 now. Conley got in trouble. Rams knock it away, and here comes Myers. Had trouble with the dribble. No. Really?
So for the Bobcats for 14.
Well, Mike, the question was, did he advance his offensive position with that? And he went from A to B, so I guess they can call it.
But he he didn't touch the ball. He blew the whistle before he touched the ball. That was an anticipation there.
Yeah, it might have been. 7 for Beaver.
I mean, if he makes a one-motion pass out of that, it's not traveling.
No.
And that's what he did. Wow, nice move to the basket by Mike Champ as he goes in and lays it home, and we're tied at 19.
They have 6 people on the score page. We got 2, Mike.
Pacey's 3 is down. There you go.
Make it 3. And more importantly, Highlands lead by 3.
This really looks like Derry last Tuesday.
Yep.
22-19. Highlands with a 3-point lead. Pete Kazis out at the big Bobcat. Got shut off by 2 Rams and
kicked that arm bar
back out for Hansen. Lost the handle on it. This is Kazis. He's going to step into a long 3. It's off the front rim, and there's nobody home. List the rebound.
Johnny altered that shot, Mike, but again, he was out of position to rebound. Pacey cuts baseline.
Hansen threw it off the back of the basket, and that's a turnover by Beaver at 2:18.
Give Don Pacey credit for that, Mike, on his defense that time. Didn't give up baseline, yep.
Noah Brazel back in the lineup for the Bobcats. Highlands with the ball up 3 here at 2:15.
Turnovers 8 apiece.
Pacey drives all the way through, got hammered, put it up, it won't go, but he's going to shoot a pair at 2:07.
Bumped off the ball that time. Let's see what they get.
Bobcat foul 34.
can see the exercise equipment up there. Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza. Natrona Heights is their home of a judgment-free zone. We were thinking of going up there to actually, do the treadmill and do the game at the same time, but it just wasn't going to work. Planet Fitness provides that unique setting where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment for as little as $10 a month, and now a quarter down.
Today's
$10 a month.
Yep, today's last day for
Missed the shot. Oh, Myers got fouled, but there was no call, and they're going to get the Rams from behind. And Pacey can't believe it. Remember, memberships are available for as low as $10 a month, and you can start off with a quarter. Old George Washington. So stop by the Planet Fitness in Natrona Heights today.
That ends today, February 12th, if you're watching on YouTube.
Right.
If you're watching on Comcast, you missed it.
It's my niece's birthday.
How about that? Happy birthday.
She's 12 on the 12th.
How about that? Even better.
She had 6 the other day. 6 points, which in a game where they only score in the 20s in 6th grade, that's pretty good.
Well, John Mason, the Wireless Zone, will be glad to hear that, Mike. They're the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and the latest accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 air locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Ram fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or in Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney across from Victoria's Secret. Call the Natrona Heights office at 724-224-4590 or the Mills at 724-275-1154 or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you simply by going to wirelesszone.com.
So, back to seedings. Highlands, we figure, is going to be a 5 or 6. Beaver could be a 13 to 12. Do you see how close these first-round games are going to be?
Yeah, Mike. And
they're not. You don't think there'll be any walkovers?
Everybody's in agreement, though, us and the newspapers. First 6 are pretty solid. It's the 3 from this section: Ambridge, Newcastle, and Quaker Valley,
Uniontown,
and Highlands, and Knock.
And then after that,
drop-off, right?
And then you're going to have Ringgold probably come in after that, and that's. So here's Kansas, less than 2 to go. Highlands by 4.
And I'm of the opinion you got to play them all anyway. So if you're going to play the best team, I like to play them in the semifinals, not the championship game. We've had success doing that. Won a couple times doing that. Now inside, Todd Phillips, 52's checked in. Out to Champ. They've taken 30 seconds off with this possession. Champ drives all the way in, steps a couple times. Johnny goes flying. Champ lays it in. They're letting him play, Mike.
23-21.
And Mike, don't forget, playoffs games are going to be Wednesdays and Saturdays for 4A.
Price with a crossover
nice
move.
Job. Take
a bump by List, but Johnny gets it to go anyway. He's got 9, and it's 25-21 Highlands. They've had a bunch of 4-point leads. That's their biggest lead of the night. Less than a minute to go, first half. Noah Brazel plays catch out top with Pete Kazis.
Now they're in 1-3-1, Mike.
Let's see Phillips get to the foul line there. Now they're just running. You see they got an offense for it.
But I think about the 1-3-1. Johnny's calling a defense out because he's the last guy in the line to see everything.
25 seconds left.
Yeah, they might play for the last one,
I think you can see why they don't score much. They hold on to the ball a lot. And
they get the possession arrow, too, to start the second half.
They do, so they get a 2 for here. Kazis, listen to the crowd here. Kazis puts it on the floor, tries to get around Pacey, used the Champ screen. 7 seconds. Champ's far from the basket, 5 seconds.
Both teams.
Champ goes all the way in, doesn't know the time. Kazis let it go, and they lost track of the clock. That's exactly what happened. Great defense by Highlands. Beaver held the ball for over a minute and didn't really get a shot off.
And that's the point, Mike. Great defense by the Golden Rams. And the half, they were leading 25-21.
Well, another Highlands basketball season could mean only one thing, and that's post-game at the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started way back in 1953. A great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. I like the original Anchor burger with the Signature season wings is a little side there. Daily specials are available as well as the blue plate. I think liver and onions is Wednesday if anybody's into that. Yeah, I know your wife won't cook it for you. Go to the Anchor. They'll do it.
Cheese delights for me, please.
That's always a winner. Kitchen's open till 11, and there's no better way to celebrate a Highlands victory than with friends and family at the Anchor Inn. That's the Anchor Inn on Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard. It's halftime. It's Highlands 25 and Beaver 21. We'll be back with stats and more right after this. Welcome back at halftime. The Rams with a 4-point halftime lead, Dean.
A lot of high-scoring affair, Mike. They lead 25-21. Johnny Christ has 9 of those points. Luke Cochran has 12. Don Pacey has 4. That's it. That's the list.
Speaking of the list, Brody List has 1. Mike Champ with 6. Noah Brazel with 5. Beckett Connolly with 4. Pete Kazis with 3. And Charlie Higgs with 2. That's the Bobcats total of 21. Stats brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops, the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized basketball training for third graders all the way up through varsity and beyond. On Instagram at Micah Mason 22.
Mike, interesting games today. Probably the most interesting of all, Plum is playing Woodland Hills at Quicken Loan Arena in Cleveland. How you like that?
That's excellent.
Speaking of Cleveland, Mike, shout out to the Highlands competitive cheer team. Are you ready for this? They won the Champion Cheer Hard Rocking Nationals, and they return home national champs. They had a 0 deduction, Mike. You know what that means?
No, I have no idea. They had no deductions for bad marks. Is that what it is?
Perfect score. Can you believe that?
That is amazing.
Congratulations to 13 girls, Coach Nia Jones and Jamie Bonnet. Here's the cool part. The trophy was a guitar since it was in the Hard Rockin' Nationals. Gotta love it. Somebody kicked out the thing again. No one's allowed to sit on that side. That's probably the reason, Mike. The plug keeps coming out.
Yeah, why don't you kick them out? The person that's pulling, they've done it twice now. Why don't you make them leave? Unbelievable. All right, back to basketball. This is Conley. Drives into the paint. Oh, it opened up wide open.
Johnny, Mike, that's the second time Beckett Conley's taking Johnny to the rack.
Yeah, and he had no help.
Nope. The idea is you get beat, there's help behind you.
Everybody got out of the way. Here's Cochran, same deal. Shot, score, foul.
Luke, 12 of the 25 in the first half, gets the first 2 here of the second.
He has a chance to complete the three-point play. The Rams, I had 2 for 4 from the line in the first half.
Luke comes in averaging 18.9. He now has 15.
And again, there's going to probably be a long layoff. We don't think they'll send us back out this coming weekend. We think we're not going to play till next Wednesday.
You get 2 scrimmages in there, Mike.
Brazel worked it to the corner, and Conley comes out to get it. We've played a minute, second half, Highlands by 5. Their biggest lead. Kazis against Pacey. Corner. Brazel didn't even look at the basket. Now back to Conley. Swung it quickly over to List. List got a man in the air, Johnny, but he didn't take the shot. And now Kazis. They are very, very patient. Kazis now to a wide open man in the corner. That's a 3, and it is down by Noah Brazel, his second of the night.
There's no way, Mike, you can throw a cross-court pass across like that and never won't even come near it.
Oh, yeah, there's a way. They just did it.
I want to see how.
Oh, Cochran beat them all in, missed a shot. Christ with the rebound. Lays it up softly and in. 30-26.
And you know what? They've done it twice so far. Right?
Yes, indeed.
If there's any volume man, which is basic defense, that can't happen. Because you'd be between the ball and the man.
That's the point, isn't it?
Exactly.
Connolly out to Brody List. Dumped down for Brazel against Christ, but he wasn't getting in there, so he'll work it back outside. Kazis now.
I blame him for that.
That was a smart move. Connolly baseline right around Myers. Drives in, lays it up and scores. Conley has 8. What a great baseline move there, and it's 30-28.
Very smooth around the basket, Mike.
Oh, nice move by Cochran. Speaking of smooth around the basket, it won't go, though. And they're going to say Christ touched it last. It's Beavers basketball.
It's twice in the last 3 games. Luke had a ball go 3/4 down, and it came out. I don't know how they came out.
Well, Beaver with a chance to tie it or go ahead with a long one. Highlands led by as many as 5 here earlier in the third quarter.
5-9. Brazel having Johnny guard. That's an interesting matchup.
Champ drives for the basket. They let him do it. He's got 8, and we're tied at 30.
We are getting no help, Mike. Literally. The idea is you get beat off the dribble, there's help. There isn't any.
McDaniel. Now to Cochran against Champ with a spin
there's
move.
Help. See how that worked, Mike?
Exactly.
Champ roll him right into List, and who's going to get the foul?
And Cochran will shoot a pair. B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley for over 45 years. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his Fenley staff provide that personal touch, customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, any and all sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. You give Glenn a call, 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. And Johnny is hurt over in the corner there and took a shot to the face, I think. Got the rebound. And
yeah, Luke 1 for 2 from the foul line, Mike.
And Johnny looked like he might have taken one to the mush again.
He wore the mask once, didn't he? With his freshman?
Maybe freshman year or last year. Kreis off the inbound, and it falls out. He'll try it again. He's fouled.
That is 2 shots that are 3/4 of the way down, and they won't go down.
Highlands with a 1.31-30 lead. And Johnny Kreis will go to the line here and shoot a couple.
Deserving a better fate, Mike, on some of these layups. I just can't believe how they're rolling back out.
And the first one is nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's got a dozen. 2 for 3 from the line.
Rams have had 3 players score, and they lead by 2. He rattles the second one up.
Yeah, Corey Myers on the score sheet yet, Mike.
33-30, Rams by 3. 4:40 to go, third quarter. Champ in the corner. Now he works it inside the list against Cochran. The 2 quarterbacks go at it. Back to Champ. His 3 is down.
He's in double figures at 11.
And it's tied at 33, our 6th tie. Antoine McDaniel out of the corner hits a triple.
That helps, Mike.
And he can do that. It was a nice soft shot from out there. 36-33. Rams back on top. Oh, Champ gave one up. He had a chance at it. Now back to Brazel.
Wow.
Case's long 3 in and out. Kreis tipped it. Cochran controlled it. Rams have numbers. Wide open. McDaniel lays it in.
Beautiful pass by Luke Cochran that time, Mike.
Antoine's got the last 5, and that's Highlands' 5-point lead.
Again, a lot of credit to Luke on that pass, Mike. Saw him ahead of the pack, delivered. Back to the 1-3-1. Now the Rams go.
Champ left side, stops and pops. In and out, no good. Rebound, McDaniel goes up to get it.
Antoine's been a
great couple minutes for him. Yeah. Oh, Pacey left a man in the dust, drives in, lays it up. Kreis tip, no good. Kreis again, no good. Rebound, Beaver has it. Oh, Rams had 3 cracks at it. He walked. My goodness. Back out to Cases. Dumps it inside. Beaver nearly lost it, but saved by Champ to Conley. Back to Champ. Fires it into the paint. It's stolen by Cochran. He's all the way down by himself. Lays it up and scores.
I told you they can't make those passes, Mike.
Highlands wants a timeout. I think both coaches were dueling to see who was going to get the timeout there. Highlands leads at 40-33.
Nice little run by the Golden Rams, 7-0 here, and that goes time to talk about B-Knee Home Renovations. Basketball season in full swing. We're heading into the playoffs. You've probably been putting out that much needed work around the house. Why not the pros at B-Knee Home Renovations install a new kitchen, bathroom, game room, or addition to make your home a winner? Over 100 years of combined experience under Brian E and his team of professionals at B&E Home Renovations guarantee the job will be completed on time exactly the way you want it, and in plenty of time for the championship celebration. Customer service, their top priority. Give Brian a call at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page. B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy.
My vestibule report is I was talking to a nice man from Beaver who wanted to know where we were from,
how to
get there, and he was talking about the Knock game on Saturday, and that there was a close game in the first half, and then Knox just shot lights out in the second half, and that's what they can do sometimes.
Beaver inbounds the ball. 3 minutes to go here in the third, trailing by 7.
That's Highlands' biggest lead of the night. And really a big spark by Antoine McDaniel here.
And we've been waiting for that, Mike.
Put this in motion.
Yep.
List all the way through. Missed the shot. Rebound, Price.
Cohen, nice job on defense that time.
Pacey. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Highlands by 7.
Zone, Mike. That's where we used to run this zone 5 right here. Man on the top, 2 wings, and the bang away. And this is where we need to see Corey Myers in the game, Mike.
McDaniel out of the corner.
He's the zone buster.
Back to Pacey. Are we sure? And that Cochran's 3 is off, and the rebound to Conley. Are we sure that Higgs wasn't guarding Johnny? Sure it wasn't a box and one? Hey, look, he was sticking awful close to him. List 3, in and out, tipped. Oh, McDaniel with his long arms got it out of there. Here he comes 2-on-1 all the way home.
Oh,
here's
baby.
Johnny.
We've been waiting for it, Mike. Took 3 quarters, but Johnny loads it up right there.
42-33, Highlands by 9.
And Antoine McDaniels, Mike, showed a lot of maturity for us.
Oh, Higgs got D'd up by Christ. He blocked the shot. Highlands has it with a 9-point lead on a 9-0 run. Right corner, McDaniel. Here it comes. It's short. Rebound, Christ tips it home. Timeout, Beaver, and the Rams on an 11-0 run.
And what I was saying about Antoine McDaniels, Mike, he knew he had no chance to score there, but he knew he had Johnny trailing. So the most important thing was just put the ball on the glass. Johnny cleaned up with the big slam there. Highlands now ahead by 11.
A tremendous run. When the game was tied at 33 off the Champ 3-pointer. And the Rams have scored the last 11 points to go up by 11.
And Mike, you say Beaver's a low-scoring team. Can they match that kind of intensity and bring it back?
Well, that's the thing. They average 48-6 a game. So they are the second lowest scoring team in 4A. Only Hopewell scores fewer. They score 45 a game.
Upcoming playoffs, some other interesting games tonight, Mike. Armstrong's at Knox. Freeport at Deer Lakes. They used to go to each other in section last year. Here's an interesting one. Quaker Valley at Summit Academy. And South Bend at Newcastle. What makes that interesting, Mike, Newcastle's played 4 days in a row. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And they're 3-0 so far coming into this one.
Doesn't seem to be bothering them. We'll see if they run out of gas tonight, huh?
Well, Mike, they beat a good Beaver Falls team that beat us earlier in the year. They beat them 61-45.
I think consensus is we all have Newcastle as the #1 seed in the bracket.
I think, Mike, that kind of performance solidifies that spot. They went to Ambridge, who was #1. It would beat Quaker Valley the night before. They beat them pretty
knock each other off. It's been amazing. This section's been truly the section of death. 1:30 left, third quarter. Highlands by 11 now. Conley. Oh. Brazel thought about it, didn't take it. Now he goes to Champ. Champ with a moving jumper, glass and good. That's a tough shot by Mike Champ. He's got 13 to lead the way for the Bobcats, and that breaks the 11-0 run. Highlands by 9.
6'4", Mike. He moves well with the ball. Now to come out man-to-man.
Pacey's in trouble and a 5-second call.
I thought they were going to call it closely guarded, Mike, with a hand check by Beckett Conley, but nope, they called the 5 seconds instead. 9 turnovers apiece now for both teams.
1 minute left to the third quarter. Trivia will be coming up for A&B Pizza. I have it today, and it's a good one. Kazis, 3 out of the corner, down. He's got 2 from out there, 6 on the night, and we're back to a 6-point game.
5-0 run now by Beaver.
And if the Rams thought it was over with that 11-0 run, they were mistaken. Cochran goes in with a little jab step. Runner misses. Saved by Christ. Comes right to Cochran. He tried to throw it off a Beaver player. And Cochran shot, score, foul. Johnny tried to throw it off a Beaver guy to get an out-of-bounds play, and they end up with a 3-point play opportunity.
What's great about that, Mike, is show you how strong Luke Cochran is. He got hit by 3 guys that time and still scored.
So Luke Cochran at the line. He is 2 out of 3 from there tonight. The Rams lead it by 8 at 30 seconds left of the third quarter.
76% for the year.
And he drains it. and 75% tonight. 47-38. This is Kays' forecourt against Pacey. Don gives him a rough ride. He goes left, kicks it over to Conley. 19 seconds. Remember, they had trouble with the clock at the end of the first half and didn't get a shot.
They have possession again here at the end of this quarter, Mike.
Now Kays' long three, just hit one a moment ago. That's off the iron. Saved in for a moment by Beaver, but they throw it into their own bench. And Highlands, with 7 seconds, has a chance to do something about it.
Ahead by 9 here.
They're going to inbound it. Tough place over there. No, what a move by Luke Cochran. They're going to call Pacey on a moving screen. He threw the shoulder in him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Highlands foul number 13, Dominic Pacey.
If I do this, if you look at me.
Well, you know, he's entitled to set that screen.
He's entitled to set the screen, but he added a little bit to it that didn't need to be added.
But I always say, where is the Beaver guy whose guy is setting the screen to at least holler to his buddy, you're about to get killed? 4.5 seconds to go.
Big chance for Beaver here. And Rams with a really ill-advised turnover there. Here's Champ left side. Driving in, has time, lets it go. It's off the side of the iron. And the third quarter comes to an end. Highlands with a 22-point third quarter leads it 47-38. Trivia time is A&B Pizza time. Call 724-224-5311 to order your A&B Pizza now. You remember Beaver High School graduate John Burkett? Right-handed pitcher, best known for pitching 1987 through 2003 with the Giants, Marlins, Rangers, Braves, and Red Sox. He won 166 big league games, a 2-time All-Star, and in 1993 he went 22-7 with a 3.65 ERA. Beaver High School graduate John Burkett. But that's not the question.
I remember him now.
The question is, after his retirement from baseball, he became a professional and still is in another sport. What is it?
Boy, when you say older guys playing professional sports, I think golf.
Well, golf is always the first answer, and that's not it.
That's why I didn't think it was. How about some kind of race car driver?
No, it is not race car driver.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
More regular size guy, maybe 6'1", 6'2". Very good pitcher, and he always wanted the Pirates to get him. But he cost too much money back then. Red Sox gave him a big contract, then his arm went on him.
So we eliminated race car driver in golf. Is a lot of physicality involved in this sport?
I'd say no.
Okay, that helps. How about pool?
It's not pool. It isn't pool, but that's more of the speed.
Darts.
Not darts. It doesn't take place in a bar, but it can be adjacent to one. Myers' three is missed. McDaniel got the handle on the basketball, but stepped on the baseline, and it'll be Beaver's ball.
Curling?
It is not curling.
Well, I'm running out, Mike. Let me see. Bocce.
Not bocce. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint.
All right, I need one.
As a baseball pitcher, he threw the ball. In this sport, he throws the ball.
Cricket?
It's not cricket.
Throw the ball.
Here's Brazel right side. I'll give you a second. Kays back outside to Champ. Put it on the floor. Drives through. Oh, put a reverse up. No good. Rebound McDaniel. Tipped it right to Cohen. Highlands with the ball. A 9-point lead. 7:20 to go fourth quarter. Cochran puts it on the floor all the way in. Up and under. Missed it. Rebound Beaver. Connolly all the way through, and Connolly got fouled. They're going to call it on Antoine McDaniel, I believe, at 7:16.
So there is a ball involved?
There's a ball involved, and he throws it. Myers picks up the foul. His second. And that'll send Beckett Conley to the mound, the 6'3" junior.
Speaking of throwing balls, Mike, look at that. Somebody threw a little basketball onto the floor.
A little foam one. Conley at the line.
Ping pong.
It is not ping. No, you don't throw the ball in ping pong. Oh, wide right.
Wide right indeed.
Conley will get a second. Good free throw defense by the Rams there.
Yeah, we've done a great job of that tonight.
Yeah, we really have, actually. That one is in and out, and Christ the rebound.
Is this sport played in North America?
Yeah, absolutely. We passed one on the way.
Tennis, we said tennis.
It's not tennis. Now we're going to have a foul. That's a no shot. That's the 5th on the Bobcats. We definitely passed the place where you do it.
Racquetball.
Subbing in for the
Handball.
Dominic Pacey.
If I were to tell you he has 32 perfect games, does that help you?
Bowling.
Bowling is it. He is on the senior PBA tour.
How about that? Luke did it again, Mike.
This one's going in, though. See?
Well, he padded those rebound stats. And we're going to get some kind of...
And what's the call? As I was looking
leave
down.
the ball go through the basket.
Okay.
Don't touch it warning.
That's an old Rams maneuver there. 49-38, Highlands by 11. Yes, the senior PBA tour, John Burkett, the PBA senior stories had 3 top 10s and 5 top 20s, and he owns 32 perfect games on his resume.
That's impressive.
He's like, Mookie Betts is the best bowler baseball player now. Jerome Bettis was a tremendous bowler.
That is a trivia fact there, Mike.
There's a 3. It's up off the rim, no good.
Johnny, go up and get that one, Mike.
On the way home, I'll tell you how I came up with it. It was after we talked on the phone. The internet's a wonderful place. Here's Cocker now.
I thought it was your calendar.
Nope, I didn't have a calendar to tell. I have a People of Walmart calendar this year. How's that?
Geez.
That's a dandy. That's every day too. As a matter of fact, there's Myers and he's fouled by Champ, and Corey will shoot too.
Well, you know,
that's what I write my notes on the back of my Walmart calendar.
during this past -5 situation with the weather, they had requests everybody at Walmart wear 2 pairs of pajama bottoms to the store.
Exactly.
Well, many companies give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide backs up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim. Mel and Jonathan Boucher Agency want to make ensuring your new teen driver a stress-free experience. Make sure to ask Nationwide about the young driver discounts. When you compare, no one beats the rates at Nationwide. Call your hometown agents, John and Mel today at 724-224-4300, and they'll get the coverage rate for you. Remember, in the AK Valley, Boucher's and Nationwide are on your side.
Corey makes 1 out of 2, and now on the other end, Brody List is fouled on his way in at 6:07 to go. Highlands has their biggest lead at 12.
That's Corey's first point of the night, Mike. They're going to get Johnny for his second foul.
Are they calling this a shooting foul, really?
And the reality is Johnny only having 2 fouls is a good sign as we head to the playoffs. We said somebody get a boost come out tonight. Right now it looks like the Golden Rams, Mike.
And Brody List misses. That's only 3 team fouls on Highlands second half. The Rams will go into the bonus on the next Bobcats foul. Highlands by 12. Second one is short. Rebound McDaniel. Again, Beaver woeful from the line tonight. Pacey on the leak out. Up and under, puts it down. He's got 6, and the Rams lead at 52-38.
Oh, we got it.
Now Beaver calls a timeout at 5:53. Chance to remind you that A&B Pizza opens Sunday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 10. A&B Pizza, 2418 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Call 724-224-5311. Order your A&B Pizza now. Tell them Mike and Mike got the question right, and you get $1 off.
Here's a little fun fact for you, Mike. We played 12 playoff teams that are 22 games. We played 3 of those playoff teams twice. What's our record?
Again, and how many playoff teams again?
12.
You beat me. I was going to do this for the first playoff game. Well, I'm going to start with this. 7-1. We're 7-1 in 8 of them. I'm going to go 7-5.
8-6.
8-6. So who's the other non-section playoff team that we beat? Is it
Blackhawk?
Blackhawk.
Yep.
Did Seneca Valley make the playoffs?
And Seneca Valley, yeah, they made the playoffs.
Okay, so that's
too.
2.
Yep.
Well, we won 7 in a conference.
Mike, I've got to tell you.
So that's 9 then. Because we were 7-1 against the playoff teams in the conference. 2-4-6 and 1 against Knock is 7-1.
And I'll have to count those up again. Let's see here. Blackhawk and Seneca Valley beat Derry twice.
Knock twice.
No,
Freeport and Freeport. Knock once, Freeport twice.
Yes. So does that come up 8-6?
So it's better. It comes out to 9 and comes out to 9. 7 in the conference and 2 more. Blackhawk and Seneca Valley out, so we're better. Here's Champ out top. Rams lead by 14. This might look like the Knock game did Saturday, you know?
Yeah, well.
I hope. The Rams win this one. They'll go 15-7 in the playoffs for the 5th consecutive year. Conley kicked it out. That's Brazel for 3. It's off the front rim. Oh, it took a peek on the second try, but McDaniel has the rebound. Out to Cochran. And Beaver still hasn't scored in the fourth quarter. We've seen this in Highlands victories here of late. When they turn up that defensive intensity, that's what makes the difference for them.
Mike, I got to tell you, I'm a mathematician. We've only played 3 teams in section, not 4. We're not 7-1.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. I thought I'm going crazy. I'm counting them.
I thought we had a dragon. We didn't have the dragon.
That's right.
So you're right and I'm not.
All right, let's go back to 8.
Well, if it's math, there's a better chance you're going to get it tonight. So Pacey's at the line to foul on Brazel.
I'm going over the same way.
Tom hits the first. He's 2 for 3 from there tonight.
And that's senior math. I'm doing it in my head, Mike.
I know, seriously. Another for Dominic. It's down.
He's had a nice night with 8, Mike.
75% from the line, came in at 74, so that's right on his number. 54-38.
Oh. Look at Pacey.
He can't believe it's on him.
Yeah, he can't.
And you know what? He's right. He's right.
Oh, no doubt about it.
He's right.
No doubt about it, Mike.
He's right.
Yep. Absolutely right. He was slammed to the ground by Mike Champ.
Pacey overplayed for the steal there. Now Conley all the way through, and he lays it in. Now that made their night.
He's got 10.
That cut the lead to 14, by the way.
And Dom is enjoying himself, Mike. And he gets a chance 13 from the whiteout over there from the Beaver Bobcat fans on senior night.
Cochran all the way through, got shut off, works it back to Pacey, drives in. He's going all the way home with it. Threw it back to no one.
They're gonna get it again, Mike.
Luke says it was tipped. He's not buying it. He tried. Seth Cohen back in the lineup, and Dom's going to get a chance to cool off.
There you go.
And Stosh is going to explain to him why he's cooling off. Long by Kazis off the back rim, but there's nobody there. Conley has it. Back to Champ. Champ drives baseline, but Myers shut him off that time. Conley back at it. Now to Kazis. Against Kreis. Up and under move, and Johnny just completely messed that up. Long lead feed to Myers, and that was about a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
Just a little bit outside.
Now Stosh wants to slow things down. At 4:03 to go, Highlands by 14.
Mike, I went to the Pittsburgh Basketball Club Hall of Fame dinner. Actually, it was a brunch a week ago last Saturday. And my best story to come out of that is, remember Deuce?
I remember Deuce Krasinski.
And he was not one for technology. But he always did the official scoring at the classic games. And he called the guy that runs it, John Giancoma, and he says, listen, he goes, I'm going to need to have an outlet at the next game. I do. And John was very impressed that Deuce needed an outlet for some new electronics. And he was thinking laptop, maybe a cell phone. Guess what Deuce brought?
A little fan?
Nope.
I have no idea.
Are you ready for this? An electric pencil sharpener.
Champ's three is missed and a rebound to Kreis.
And every time somebody shot a foul shot, he'd sharpen his pencil to the distraction of the players. And one mother came down and requested he stop. And you can see Deuce doing it.
Steve Meaner has a pencil sharpener. It's not electric, though.
I was going to say, he's not high tech like Deuce.
Ah. Here's Cochran. All the way to the basket, and he's fouled. Cochran will shoot 2 at 3:19. Highlands by 14.
Towards the end of his career, he had a hard time getting around. So John invited him to the brunch, and he said, listen, why don't you come down the day before, stay at the hotel overnight. I will give you power of the pen. And you know what Deuce said to that?
No.
I don't use pencils.
First one by Cochran is good. My favorite line by him was he came to Highlands to do a game, keep and score, 55-40. Second one's also good. And
25 for Luke. I think that might be season high, Mike.
25. Oh, no, he had 44 once.
This year?
Yeah.
He shows you how long the year's been, huh?
Here's Kazis. Anyway, and Micah Mason was playing, and he wanted to see Micah. And Micah drained a 3, and he tugs me on his shoulder. He goes, more trays than a dumbwaiter.
There you go. Now explain.
He was waiting for months for that.
That's walking.
Brody List shoots and scores and draws the foul. His first basket of the night.
Johnny third foul, but Mike, he walked long before the foul.
Seth Cohen is second, team fifth.
2 on Seth. 5 team fouls against Highlands. List to the line, a chance to complete the 3-point play. Less than 3 to go. Highlands leads at 56-42.
Who did Luke have 44 against, Mike?
I believe it was against Sarah Catholic.
Sarah Catholic, yeah, that big
out of Penn Hills, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And one of those, the last 3 years in weekend showcase games were 3 and 8. And you said you thought that's 3 more than you thought, yeah. There's McDaniel.
It scares me we're playing on Saturdays, Mike, but hopefully the playoffs everybody's going to get.
We got to get through Wednesday first. Cochran gets the first down and makes the basket.
And no foul.
And no walk. 58-42. I love the Euro step. Saturday at the pit game, Dave Odom was doing the game, the old Wake Forest coach. He said they had to take that Euro step and send it back to Europe.
Beaver's going to take a timeout here, Mike. 16-point Golden Ram lead. And hasn't been a 16-point game, that's for sure.
No, it hasn't. Timeout by Coach Sircone. And we mentioned it's his first year here. It took over for Andy Podbelski, who was here for 8 years and had a winning record. He made the playoffs twice, which is an accomplishment because they don't do it a whole lot here. 24 years prior to that, no winning seasons. So Andy was hailed a hero when he left. Retired and still a young guy, still in his 30s, so he'll be back. He said it was just time here. And Greg Sircone came in. He had 3 years at Quigley, which is his alma mater. He made the playoffs twice. And at Freedom, again, he was 14 and 73 there. They never made the playoffs. But Freedom hasn't made the playoffs since 2002.
Wow. By the way, Mike, we didn't do the Erie game. We had a commitment to do the girls' game. Said Johnny had 4 dunks in that game, and Steve said we missed his best one of the year. It was a reverse dunk. He had his forearm above the rim and impressed everybody at Kennedy Catholic, and that's hard to do. Where's Kennedy Christian?
It's Kennedy Catholic now. Used to be Kennedy Christian. Fouls on the floor, I believe. Let's see.
Johnny's laughing.
Oh, the basket's good, really. Fouls on Christ. That's 3.
Now he has 3.
Champ gets the hoop, and he has a chance for the 3-point play. And Beaver has really struggled from the foul line tonight. Not shooting 50%. And that's in and out. Cohen the rebound. They swatted it away. Kazis into Brazel, and he lays it in. It's 10 for Noah. 58-46, back to 12, and the Rams throw it away.
Sloppy, Mike. 12 turnovers now.
And the funny thing is, they're schizophrenic as the year's gone on. They're schizophrenic in the game.
Yeah. Go a long period of time without it, then you just do that, kick it away twice.
They look like world beaters for 4 minutes and then do what they just did.
Mike, we had one.
Oh, Price with a block. Controls it, had it, and Cochran does control it.
We had 1 turnover prior to those 2.
And a backcourt foul by Kazis on Luke Cochran. He'll shoot the 1-on-1.
Had 9 in the first half, only 12, and prior to those 2, only 1 in the second half.
Cochran will go to the line. He's 5 for 6 from there tonight. He'll shoot the 1-on-1. He has 27 points.
At the line shooting 1-1.
I can do 28, Mike, and I'm off the page. Take me off the page.
He's going to do that. And there's the first one. He gets 1 more.
I enjoy writing extra numbers in, especially when they're on our side.
Hey, bet. 59-46. 1:36 to go. Second one is down.
And this was a case, Mike, of never hearing the body hit the floor.
Now, it's been a pretty good performance in the second half, and now different pages together, and now Myers and Kazis have to be separated.
They said this is what Beaver likes to do.
Well, Luke's trying to walk to the other end, and Kazis won't get out of his way. Corey, I'm sorry. Johnny with the long arm of the law.
And they're going to walk Mr. Kazis out too. So good idea by both coaches.
So here's Cochran at 125. Myers comes forecourt to take it. Oh, bullet pass down to Cohen. Man up in the air. Shot score. First basket of the night for Seth, and it's 62-46. 16-point Highlands lead matches their longest of the game. Champ.
Remember, it's a 4-point game at the half, Mike.
And a 3 by List is no good, and we got a foul underneath. Going to be on Noah Brazel, I believe. They're telling Don to get out of there.
9 fouls now on Beaver, so we'll shoot a 1-on-1.
And this will be Pacey. He's 3 for 4 from the line tonight.
Number 13, Dominic Pacey.
Actually, it's their 10th foul.
1:01 to go. Rams going to move to 15-7, and we'll await the seedings to come out tomorrow night.
Subbing in for the Bobcats, number 52, Todd Phillips, number 13, Marco Ramon.
Highlands trailed at the quarter, Mike, 12-10. Took a 4-point lead at the halftime. Been all gold Rams here in the second half. I think
63-46.
Seniors coming off the floor for Beaver now.
And Don makes them both. 5 for 6 tonight from the foul line. He's in double figures with 10, and the Rams lead by 18. After leading by only 4 at halftime. Again, very similar to the Knott game on Saturday.
Antoine McDaniels make that big spark off the bench.
Sure did. They went an 11-0 run, and that's what changed the game when it was tied at 33. Open in the corner is Marco Mamone for 3. It's off the rim, no good. They tip it. They tip it again. Price had it, lost it, and it's saved by Hansen. Now in the corner, a 3 is missed, and Cochran has it on the baseline, and he's fouled by Mamone. 30 seconds to go.
And somehow the ball got all the way down to the other end of the floor. All right, Mike, I like what the coach is doing now, clearing the bench. Get everybody out of there, 1 piece.
64-46, the Golden Rams lead it. 30 seconds to go. Cochran will shoot 2. He is 2 for 6, 7 for 8 from the line tonight.
Chance to get to 30 here, Mike. And they'll have 2 chances at it because we're in the double bonus.
Quite a night for him. First is good.
So again for the Rams, number 5, Mason Swanger, number 42.
We have Swanger, Leary, Radishak, and McDaniel checking into the Highlands lineup. And Signorella is ready to check in as soon as Luke shoots this one.
Hopefully he makes it so Dylan can get in.
He does.
There you go.
31 points for Luke Cochran. Quite the performance for him tonight.
Obviously the dimly lit gym didn't affect his shooting.
No, it didn't, did it? 30 seconds. Here come the Bobcats forecourt. This is Conley trying to take it straight through. Dumps it down, and a shot is blocked by Radishak. Higgs got the shot off, and Radishak knocked it out of there. 21 seconds left.
We only had 2 threes tonight, Mike. We've found a different way to win here, like up by 20.
A lot of inside shots.
Basket number 3.
Down inside to Charlie Higgs. That's his second basket of the game. And it's 66-48. And I believe that's going to be the final. The Rams bring it forecourt. Nope, steal. They're stolen away by Mamone. Shot is missed. Rebound is put up and in at the buzzer by Brady Hansen, and that'll be your final. Highlands 66, Beaver 50. Dean, final thoughts?
Well, Mike, we said coming in, somebody's going to get a little momentum going into the playoffs, and it looks like the Golden Rams got it here tonight. All
right, thanks to Landon Signorella upstairs and everybody here at Beaver for helping us getting this on the air. Final score, Highlands 66 and Beaver 50. Until the playoffs for the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike